Once upon a snowy mountaintop, nestled amongst frosted peaks, lived a curious caribou calf named Akiko. Her fur, unlike other calves' soft brown, was a rich, dark chocolate, almost black. Akiko's eyes shone like golden coins, perfect for the long Arctic summer days. With her mommy, Killa, they explored the vast tundra, a giant playground of brown earth, sprinkled with emerald green moss and lichen. Their herd, the Kaminermiat, was like a giant family of thousands of caribou. The elders spoke of times when the herds were even bigger, their hooves drumming a happy rhythm across the land. But wrinkles on their wise faces hinted at worry. The world, they said, was changing, whispering secrets the wind carried. One crisp morning, as the first rays of sunlight painted the snow with a golden glow, a deep rumble vibrated the ground beneath Akiko's tiny hooves. It was unlike anything she'd ever felt, a low, powerful tremor that seemed to echo from far away. The elders, however, recognized it the pounding of hooves, the song of the annual migration. Adigan, the magnificent leader with antlers that touched the clouds, raised his head. His wise, blue-gray eyes, the color of winter storms, gleamed with age-old wisdom. This was the call, the ancient rhythm pulsing in their very souls. Excited whispers spread through the herd. The once calm meadow buzzed with restless energy. Suddenly, the herd surged forward in a magnificent wave of fur and hooves. Akiko felt a little scared, like a tiny leaf swept away in a rushing river. But Killa nudged her gently with her head, whispering warm comfort in Akiko's ear. "Don't worry, little one," Killa snorted softly. "This is the caribou way. It's in our blood, the adventure of life." Their journey blurred into weeks. The fiery sun dipped lower each day, painting the endless sky with fiery oranges and reds. Akiko's world shrunk to the rhythm of hooves on earth, the scent of the wind, carrying the musky muskox and the crisp tang of approaching winter. She learned to identify the calls of different birds, the warnings of predators, and the comforting sounds of her own herd. Did you know? Caribou are special deer. They're the only ones where both mommies and daddies grow antlers. Unlike other deer, mommies keep their antlers until spring, after their babies are born. These antlers help them find food and protect themselves while caring for their little ones. They're like superhero helmets that keep them strong. One day, the familiar brown earth beneath them gave way to a shimmering blue ribbon, a vast river reflecting the morning sun. The herd fell silent. Fear flickered in Akiko's eyes. Water was unknown and scary. But then, she saw Adigan, striding confidently towards the edge. He lowered his head, dipped a hoof in the water, then with a powerful push, launched himself forward. He swam with surprising strength and grace, his hooves churning white foam. Encouraged by their brave leader, one by one, the caribou entered the water. Akiko followed closely behind Killa, the cold water a shock against her fur. Panic threatened to rise, but Killa stayed at her side, a steady, guiding voice. Akiko marveled as the caribou became water masters. Their hooves, perfect for land speed, spread wide like paddles, propelling them forward. It was a thrilling adventure, the current tugging at them, testing their strength. But the caribou persevered, driven by the powerful pull of their migration. Some younger caribou, impatient and unsure, splashed and panicked. But older caribou, with gentle nudges and calming snorts, helped them find their footing and regain their composure. Finally, after what felt like forever, they reached the other side, exhausted but triumphant. The scent of familiar earth greeted them, a warm welcome after their watery ordeal. As they continued their journey, the landscape changed. Lush green meadows gave way to sparse plains dotted with rocky outcrops. Food became scarcer, and Akiko often witnessed older caribou struggling to find enough lichen to sustain themselves. One day, as they grazed on a particularly barren patch of land, a loud snort startled the herd. A pack of wolves, sleek and hungry, emerged from behind a rocky ridge. Fear rippled among the caribou, especially the younger ones. But Adigan, ever alert, let out a powerful bellow that echoed across the plains. The younger Caribou, remembering the stories of wolf attacks from the elders, huddled close to their mothers for protection. The wolves, sensing the determination of the herd, hesitated for a moment. Then, with a frustrated yelp, they turned and slunk away. Relief washed over Akiko as she watched them disappear over the horizon. The encounter served as a stark reminder of the dangers they faced on their migration. The elders, their voices raspy with age, gathered the younger Caribou and shared stories of cunning escapes and fierce battles with predators. They spoke of the importance of staying alert, traveling in a tight group, and using their hooves as weapons if necessary. The following days were filled with new challenges. A sudden blizzard swept down upon them, transforming the once familiar landscape into a blinding white canvas. The wind howled like a banshee, stinging their eyes with icy needles. The Caribou struggled to stay on their feet, the swirling snow disorienting and frightening. Akiko huddled close to Killa, seeking warmth and comfort. Using their keen sense of smell, the elders led the herd through the storm, navigating by the faint scent of distant mountains. It was a harrowing experience that tested their strength and endurance. But finally, after what felt like an eternity, the blizzard subsided as abruptly as it began. Emerging from the whiteout, they found themselves in a breathtaking valley sheltered from the harsh winds. The sun peeked through the clouds, casting a warm glow on a landscape dusted with fresh snow. Here, the lichen grew thick and plentiful, offering a much-needed feast for the weary herd. As they grazed in the peaceful valley, Akiko noticed a curious sight. A small group of caribou, unlike any she had seen before, stood at the edge of the herd. Their fur was a lighter shade of brown, almost white, and their antlers, though smaller, were more intricately branched. "Who are they, Killa?" Akiko asked, filled with curiosity. Killa snorted softly. "Those are reindeer, little one. They are a type of caribou that some humans choose as companions." Akiko tilted her head, her golden eyes wide with wonder. "Companions? What does that mean?" Killa nuzzled her gently. "It means they live together, humans and reindeer. The reindeer help the humans find food and pull heavy loads, and the humans in turn care for them." Akiko pondered this new information. The concept of a human and a caribou being friends sparked her imagination. Back in the herd, stories of humans were whispered with both fear and respect. They were the beings who sometimes hunted caribou, yet some elders spoke of peaceful interactions in the past. One of the white caribou, a young male with playful glinting eyes, approached the edge of the Caminurmiate herd. He snorted a greeting, a sound similar to Akiko's own, yet with a slightly different melody. A young stag from Akiko's herd, emboldened by curiosity, returned the greeting. For a moment, the two caribou from different worlds stood at the border, a silent conversation passing between them. Then, as if on cue, the call for continued migration sounded. The white caribou, with a final snort, rejoined his group, and the Caminurmiate herd surged forward once again. Akiko, filled with the spirit of adventure and the memories of the encounter, continued her journey south with renewed enthusiasm. The world was full of wonders, filled with both danger and unexpected connections. As they journeyed towards their wintering grounds, Akiko knew that this migration wouldn't be just a journey south, but a journey of discovery, a chance to learn more about herself, her herd, and the world beyond the vast expanse of the tundra.